What up, everybody? How you doing today? It's your boy D Loops, aka Do It All Loops, here with my boy
Artificial AV. Was good.
We are the creators of the Stew. We bring to you the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard, and we got Chronic Tone in the building. What's up, Tone?
Peace, peace, peace.
Let's round of applause for Tone in the building, man. This is more, you know, you can clap just a little bit. It's cool. It's cool to clap. Cool people clap. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Chronic Tone, aka Tone Capone. You feeling good, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, good. Glad to have you here, man. But we are the creators of the Stew. We bring to you the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard, man. We here to talk beats, nothing but beats, and just have some fun, man, on this beautiful Sunday, this hot ass Sunday.
Fire.
AV, man, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm happy about this beat culture thing we got going on here.
Yeah.
And
What's the word?
Timbaland accepted the
We gotta talk
challenge
about
with
that.
Swizz, so we gotta talk about that.
We gotta talk about that.
But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling good, man.
All right, cool.
How about you?
I'm good right about now. Everything's cool. I'm stressed but blessed to be, stressed. You know what I mean? So I'm cool. Take it how you want it.
You got blessed stress.
I got blessed stress, you know what I'm saying? But everything's cool, man. And I look forward to Sundays anytime, all the time, man. It's just a cool, chill day just to listen to beats and play beats and shit. It's a cool day for me, so I'm chilling. And then we got Tone in the building, man. So Tone, how you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm in the zone as usual.
Yeah?
Tones in the zone.
Tones
Brought the ammo.
Yeah, you
Got my ammo like Rambo over here.
bars.
Camo.
Bars.
Fatigue.
Bars.
Pros bars.
And as you know, Mr. Motivate Marin will be coming in a little later, though. Hopefully bearing gifts. So Marin, if you are listening right now, please bring something. Because AV brought a selfie bag of chips, so he ain't sharing.
Chill, fam. I got community chewing gum.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Hopefully everybody else is doing good in the Twitterverse, man, and Instagram and Facebook, and all the people that follow us, the Beat Club podcast, everything. Shout out to Gaggo, the network, for also holding us down each and every Sunday. Just good people, good things, and we gonna do what we do, man. But you brought it up before I brought it up, but let's rap, man. Timbaland versus Swizz Beatz. Timbo took the challenge with the Game of Thrones background music. I need to know, how do you feel about it? And also, what is your predictions? You kind of know my predictions, so I'm just going to go ahead and see what you guys' predictions on that. Like, what are you thinking? Timbo versus Swizz.
Listen.
Be real.
There's no contest.
Wait, they're using the Game of Thrones?
No.
Nah.
Nah, Timbo accepted he had the Game of Thrones music playing behind him and shit, like you have wakened the king. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was real WWE style.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been hyping it up. Swizz was at like a concert or something. He was on stage talking about Timbo. You know, they've been going back and forth on Instagram. I don't know if you seen it.
Nah, I haven't
Go on
seen
to
it.
Instagram. They posted beats.
Yeah.
They was talking trash, going back and forth.
They doing that Mayweather-ish, like basically making that thing when you can kind of just like, okay, it's leading up to it. It's like boxing promo. You waiting for it, man. But I'm saying,
my prediction though.
Yeah, prediction.
Timbo.
Yeah, me
all
too,
day.
baby.
Timbo
My
by
money's on
landslide.
Timbaland. He's
And-
diverse, dynamic, man.
And this is no shade to Swizz at all, but when it comes to like technical and different styles and I don't know, dog. Swizz has undeniable energy on every beat. Every beat he creates. But Timbo's the king, man. That's how he got the name, right?
Tone, you agree?
Yeah, I think respect to both the cats. They've both put in a lot of work over the years and have lots of bangers. But Timbaland is a different breed of producer. He's so dynamic. You know, he did R&B style stuff with Aaliyah, to like Nelly Furtado, to like 50 Cent, to working with Dr. Dre,
Right.
to Jay-Z.
List goes on.
Oh man, he's all over the place. And you know, I fuck with Swizz Beatz, but Timbaland is always hitting. He always does something funky and unique and original sounding, and he's very, very diverse and dynamic. So I would put my money on Timbaland for sure.
I think the other part of it is that it depends on what type of battle this is, because that whole Swizz and Blaze thing was like
that was whack.
It was more of a DJ battle than anything, and of course Swizz is gonna win that shit.
I want to see cats do it beat stew style and make beats on the spot.
Yo,
like you got 20 minutes to cook. Go,
Yo,
pro.
if we could get
That,
listen,
yeah.
man.
I don't think they would all survive at all. You already know how hard that shit is.
Yo, they should be able to do it.
Tell you the truth, I mean, yeah, They're the legends, but I know a couple cats from here that will body them in the studio.
Absolutely. So, but here's my thing, right? I seen this argument, and I was like, oh, that's a kind of good point, but still, I don't know what type of beat battle, air quotes, they're doing.
Yeah.
They were like, doesn't Timbo have a team? Like Team Timbo?
I mean, who doesn't, though?
Does Swizz have a team?
I mean,
all Swizz Beatz kind of sound the same. I think they all came from Swizz.
I hear you, but everybody uses outside influence at some point or brings in a musician, I think. Well, that's just my opinion. I'm not really sure. But
every producer, once they get to a certain level, they have access to different ranges of musicians. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Timbaland and like Dr. Dre and those cats, they can play the piano. You know, they know how to structure chords and stuff like that. But once they get into that level of access, they could have someone who's like a professional jazz pianist come in and like lace the chords, you know what I mean? And then they take those chords that they lace, chop them up and do whatever with them. Right. Or they have someone else who is, I don't know, really good at like creating synth noises or something. So they bring them in and work with them. Dr. Dre does that all the time. You know, Dr. Dre can make his own beats, but he brings in, like for 2001, he had Scott Storch on the keys because he's a professional keyboardist, which is why those sounds and those melodies were extra potent. Yep. Then he had Mike Elizondo on the bass, doing all the bass lines, and then he did the drum programming and structured it all together. So it's a team effort, but it's
at the end of the day,
under
it's
the
still
direction
producing.
of somebody.
Yeah,
that's what a producer is.
So can I ask this, Avi? I think it would be real cool if we could just put it out there. Can we put a poll out there, just asking who people would pick? Timbo versus Swizz. You can just vote how we vote, keep it or cut it. But we're gonna go Timbo versus Swizz, and if you guys can also help out, if you vote, share it as well. You know what I mean? Repost, share it as well. I really want to get a lot of people's feedback because they were chewing me up in here, Tone, man. When I was talking about the Just Blaze Swizz Beatz battle, and I was talking Just Blaze at it, and they were like, nah, Swizz.
Yo,
it's Just cool. Blaze, same thing. He's so diverse, man.
Yeah.
But will the same thing happen?
I don't know. And that's why I said it depends on
the dynamics
of the battle because, I mean, for that setting with Just versus Swizz, that was a DJ battle, straight up.
Yeah.
It was a sound clash. Swizz won, period.
Pretty much.
You guys should holler at them and tell them they got to cook live. They got 20 minutes to make a beat.
They should very much cook live.
Let your work show.
But I think they have too much on the line to do something like that to flunk out. Because it's hard, yo.
I don't think so, though.
You've been in the game.
Their brands are solid. People, it's not like artists are not gonna go and get a Timbo beat no more because he lost to Swizz or whatever the case is, man. But that ain't happening.
I don't know, fam. People get real iffy when it comes to legacy.
Well, it's like when someone asks you, "Are you an MC?" and they go, "Yeah," and they go, "Okay, spit something right now," and they go, "Oh, well, you're not a real MC."
What if you ain't hungry in that lane no more though? Like if you're like, I'm already on. Like, why do I need to spit bars for you to prove that I'm MC? I already did it.
Well, that's a show and prove thing.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're an established producer and I say make a beat in 30 minutes, you should be able to make a decent beat in 30 minutes if you're that good, you know?
Yeah. Maybe we need to sign a petition to send it over there. Make it happen, man. But I'm excited because it's just for the culture, man. I think it's just dope, especially because it was producers that we all kind of were raised on or grew up around and stuff like that during their movements, and now they're battling. It's like that's dope. So do we know when that is? They didn't announce the date.
Nah, no dates. But yeah, you're definitely right. I put up a status yesterday on the Stu profile.
Yeah.
And like 50 people responded about their top 5 producers. My fault.
Yeah.
And damn near everyone had either Timbo or Swizz in it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They contributed a lot, dude.
So it's just dope for the culture to see these two, man.
So I'm happy that it's happening.
Although,
go ahead, Avi.
I'd rather it be Pharrell versus Timbo.
It makes sense.
Well, Pharrell versus Timbo would be nuts. That would be a weirdo battle.
I live with this.
They'd be getting funky on each other.
It's VA, man.
I live with this for now, though.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Culture. Definitely. So let's put it out there. Marin in the building. What's the word?
Mayor just walked in.
I'm chilling out. I'm gonna leave the radio show so I can dap Marin up. What's up?
What up?
The mayor is in the building. The mayor has entered the building.
Yes, sir. Yo, matter of fact, Marin, Swizz versus Timbo. Who you taking on that one?
Timbo the king.
All right, cool. I'm just glad you guys all brought your common sense today. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What you mean? But I mean,
I know.
It ain't a cakewalk.
Yeah, you don't. All right.
It's not a cakewalk, but
Right.
it's Timbo the king.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
He's talking beats. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, the same
just
thing with
Timbo.
Just Blaze. Just Blaze was beats, but he kind of got washed in the battle. So I don't know. We'll see. But Tim is more of a competitive spirit.
Yeah.
So he'll come ready for the battle.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna come.
he gonna be talking that shit.
He gonna talk a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
And he got enough strong hip hop records to carry against Swizz.
Even if it's just hip hop records, it doesn't. Maybe it don't need to be hip hop records, but he got
knows?
records.
But you gotta match the energy though.
And that's the thing. Yo, go on their Instagrams right now. You'll see like 3 videos they posted going back and forth with a couple beats. They was like, this is just the warm up.
When they,
Yo, it was all
we gonna see.
last night and this morning, yo.
So, do we put the poll out there too to see what was up with
It's
folks?
going up right now.
All right, cool. So you guys can B Club Podcast on Twitter. We're gonna put something out there right now. Timbo versus Swizz. Who will win? You guys just click and vote. Let us know what it is, and also to get that feedback, man, from outside. Repost. Oh, we got beers? Hell yeah! Nice and cold, my dude. Other thing I want to rap about the Defiant ones. Did you guys watch the Defiant ones at all?
Nah, I gotta
Gotta
get
finish
to
it.
I didn't watch the last part yet.
Yeah. Yo, Tone, did you watch the Defiant ones yet?
Yes, I actually watched that with my roommate Jake from Scope Apparel. The other night he hipped me to it, and we were watching it. Man, that is inspiring stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre has really been through the. Can you hear me better now?
Yep.
Dr. Dre has really been around for a long time. He's been through a lot of stuff. He's one of the most talented producers ever. To me, Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, man, he's so inspiring. Dr. Dre, when I was younger and I was listening to the Chronic 2001 and other joints by Dr. Dre where he produced, Snoop Dogg and Eminem and all those joints, I was like, that really got me into music and made me want to be a creative, rather than just a listener. It made me want to make the music because I appreciated, beyond the lyrics, just the foundation of the music and the beats so much that I was like, I got to start making beats.
So
Yeah,
now
because lyric-wise, they just taught me to hate bitches.
Yeah.
Don't
But I'm
trust
saying-
these hoes.
But when you look at them like that, right? When you look at them like that, and you're like, that's how you admired what you saw. But now to know the stuff behind the scenes and what really made everything tick, you have a different type of appreciation for everything that went down
on a deeper level.
You know what I mean? So it went beyond the NWA movie. It went beyond a lot of those other things, and you got to see not only the ups and the rises, you got to see the falls as well.
And the personal life stuff in the mix of it. Yeah.
I mean, everything for me, everything in regards to Dre, I knew everything pretty much already. Like there weren't any revelations.
Yeah.
But it was just some of it though were things that he never spoke on himself publicly. So it was kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of ill to see him speak about it. Like when you hear him directly speak about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of things I kind of knew. But there were more revelations, more so about the death row story. You know what I mean? Where I was like, whoa, I didn't know that shit. Like there was some serious death row things. But how they paralleled their stories is what makes that shit dope.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it really showed how their lives were like parallel. They kind of were going through some of the same things and basically how they like really needed each other. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Like you kind of take for, if you don't have certain conversations with people, you don't even know how y'all got there, right? Like we in this room, there's a lot of things I don't know about you. There's a lot of things I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But if the more we speak, the more you know what I'm saying? The more you realize like, damn, there's a lot of similarities, and that's why we're here together. And that's what bugged me out about it. Is like this. Jimmy Iovine was the man, bro.
Yo, right?
Son, I'm just gonna say this.
yo.
I know, Avi always
boss.
has the MCs with the Geminis, but I must say this: Jimmy Iovine is a Pisces. Steve Jobs, Pisces. Dr. Dre, Aquarius.
You pulling that?
I'm on the cusp.
Water signs.
Woo!
Waves.
That's the fire. We behind the scenes.
Waves.
We just gonna set shit up so y'all can knock shit out. That's what it is. That's how it happens, man.
That's
Yo, but if you
exactly
haven't
how
watched
it
the Defiant ones, man, it's on HBO. If you have HBO Go, whatever it is, just check it out. It puts a battery in your back as far as like, yo, like I need to go make something now. I felt inspired at like 2 o'clock when I finished
definitely.
it, but I was like, all right, everybody's sleeping shit. But still, but you want to go and do it. But just go check it out if you haven't already. I was reading something though. Have you ever heard of Big Hutch from Gregory Big Hutch Hutchinson from Above the Law?
I know Above the Law.
Yeah.
Like I know the group definitely, but I didn't really know him specifically.
Complex released an article, right, that they were talking to him and how he was actually the originator of G-Funk. Not only just the name, but the actual sound.
Headline. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I was reading into it.
Yeah,
and it was just talking about how he had finished an album called Black Mafia Life in '91. The same time NWA dropped, Niggas for Life, but Dr. Dre's album wasn't out yet. He went over to a video shoot or whatever it was. I think it was for Appetite for Destruction, and Dre heard the sound somehow and was like, yo, what is this? He briefed him on it, called the G-Funk, called this whole thing, like Dre was like digging it. So with the label mix up and things happening when Dre got dropped and they got dropped because Dre wasn't producing the records, they were shopping around for a label deal, and that album that was made in 91 didn't come out until 93, where Dre's album, The Chronic, came out in 1992.
Above the Law's album came out on Ruthless though, didn't it?
Yeah, but they were all on Ruthless.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things where I started listening to certain songs, and like Dre Day is damn near a complete mockery of one of the songs that they released. Like you can hear the same sample, same way it's chopped, all that other stuff. Like it's the same exact thing, except sonically, Dre did his thing on it. Like it sounds better.
Yeah, that's it. That's how it goes. But the thing about G-Funk though, Dre never coined it as G-Funk. The person that really did was Warren G. Yeah. Warren G was the one who was G-Funk. Like the G-Funk era in his label. Everything was he coined it. So and Warren will tell you the same thing. Like Warren actually literally was there like helping find samples and sift for samples. So I mean, when I hear stories like that, it's kind of like, well, yeah, like we're creatives.
Well, here was his beef.
Yeah.
Here was his beef. I just wanted to read this. He said, one thing I'd like to educate young producers on is all you have is your theory. When someone steals your theory or someone adapts their theory to you and banks up off of it, the worst thing that can happen is that they never give you credit for it. The best thing that can happen is they give you credit for it and people respect that part of it. That's what you want to happen. Sometimes we give our ideas off willingly. I'm guilty of that. And that's how, and then he also says, that's what people don't realize about it. It's almost worse than someone stealing the actual master because guess what? You don't have the blueprint of your theory. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? Like with the sharing of ideas when it comes to producers, like how would you feel if you was sharing some type of beats, a new sound, and then you heard someone do it before you or it got out there and then it blew up? But you were the originator, but you weren't accredited for it.
I don't feel any two ways about that because it's the power is in your hands still. Like you don't have to share it.
Yep.
If you feel like it's that good of an idea, then keep it to yourself until it's time. Like, and I mean, I know for sure there's plenty of like-minded individuals too.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've come up with ideas and then a couple of months later see the idea and be like,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've experienced that as the stew.
We've been like, damn, we had this shit like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like these are ideas we discussed and then somebody put, so it's like,
Maybe hit me like, yo, dog, look at this.
Yeah, that's what, if you look at our Slack, man, that's every couple of months, that's what it is. It's like, and all you could do is laugh at it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's crazy because sometimes you have a dope idea and you're sitting on it. You see it pop up and you're like, damn, did somebody brain fuck me? Like, what? Like, damn.
I just want to run that past you guys, man.
Someone else does it. You just got to, when you have a dope idea, you got to get your shit together, polish it, and you got to set it off while you got it.
Your name on. I forgot who I heard say that.
Yeah.
But that's a damn good point. Like, if you come up with some shit,
put your name on your homework, man.
Put your name on it. So that there's no way around it. It's like, dude.
Yep. That's what we're about to start putting our names on it.
Yeah.
We're going to say, D. Loop's Artificial AV Mark Maron present the stew.
I mean, that's why I use my real name. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Like,
that's smart. Only messed up with is Mad Mark Maron's out there. Mark Maron's like a real popular name. It's a gangster name, but it's popular.
Mark Maron?
It's like a lawyer.
The only person that always pops is the comedian Mark Maron, and his name is spelled different.
Yeah, we got bang on him. But yo, check it out. Before we bang on the other Mark Maron, because he's not the real Mark Maron, we gotta get into some beats, man. Are you guys ready for some beats?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Kind of overdid it.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. Talk that talk. So check it out, y'all. What we do each and every Sunday here at the Beat Club Podcast is producers submit their beats to the beatclubpodcast.com. We do not pre-screen them whatsoever. We play them for the first time on our radio show right here, right now. We give them a 1-2 and decide if we're going to keep it or cut it. Majority rules. The beats that are kept get put on a playlist at the end of the month called Writer's Block that goes on our SoundCloud for everybody to listen to at their leisure. Just our way of showing love to the producers that show us love by submitting. So we got a folder and we've been having a tough month. You know what I mean? So Marin's face is everything. Yeah. So we had a tough month with submissions and such. And I'm hoping that we can just get back up because we're kind of down. So we're going to sprinkle some other folks up in there. But AV, who is our first up? Who's starting this race off, man? Who do we got?
We got Bootleg 773 with As I Play My Piano. I think his Keep It or Cut It record is like 6-2 right now too.
Oh,
so.
word?
Oh, you keeping track?
Yeah. He's behind his computer like, yeah, fam. Yeah, fam. All right, yo. So we're gonna listen to it right now. Bootleg 773. What up, fam? We're gonna listen to As I Play My Piano on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep It or Cut It. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Nowadays just suffer from what we get. So let's talk about it. Motivate, Marin. How you feeling about that, bro?
I'm gonna keep it. It just, just a nostalgic vibe to it. That's what made me keep it. Definitely dope piano chop, real jazzy, good drums. Yeah, I rock with it. The only thing that was missing was a bass line for me. And, and a little more music composition. You could have added, some dope things to it to kind of make it pop, to come in for the hook. For the hook. Or, whatever, to build up the verse. But I'll keep it.
All right, then. Artificial AV, what's the word, man?
Marin said it all. I'm gonna keep it. Just add a bass line because I didn't hear it. I don't know. Maybe it was too low, but I didn't hear it. So
I wasn't there.
Just needs a bass line. Well, yeah. 7-2, brother. Good shit.
Popping his collar like, yeah, fam. I'm gonna say that it was definitely a great start to the show. I thought it was cool. It wasn't too much. I feel like this is like Beat Club Podcast, like foreplay. It's like, it's not everything right now. You know what I mean? I didn't get mind fucked or ear fucked yet, but I'm warmed up. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Tone, you keeping this as well? You keeping this?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Cool.
I think the same thing. You use a bass line, but it was good.
Yeah, bass line definitely needed. If you guys, whenever you about to send some beats in, make sure it has like a little bass line to it or whatever. And not just the 808, but add a bass line to it because it's like one of the things you guys are missing sometimes. But
you gotta have the hips on it. It's like a chick with no hips,
Damn,
man.
chick with no hips.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
How do you even? Oh,
it's
man.
the driver. I was just talking. I had a drummer come through to a session the other day, and we were talking about that, like how, it's the drums and the bass. Both are both are just equally important. They both
backbone.
drive. Yeah, they both drive the music. Some beats don't require a bass line, but that one did.
Well, even though it required a bass line, people online on Twitter are saying 100% say keep it. So for that reason, that is a unanimous on the Twitterverse and live in this studio. It is a keep it.
I'm with it.
Bootleg, add that to your numbers, man. Add that to your numbers. You say 7-2 right now?
Yeah.
This dude. Do you know your Tune for Tune record?
Nah.
All right, cool.
He don't, because he was trying to fabricate shit.
Exactly, right?
Nah. It wasn't
Fucking
even
with
that.
messing with the books.
I had wrong
Messing
numbers
with-
in my head. That's why I wasn't trying to fabricate.
All right, y'all. So next
Trying
up.
to get to 5.
Next up, man. So check it out, y'all. Next up, we got I'm gonna try to say his name right, but it was LAB. I think he mentioned something. It's not like L.A.B. but
Yeah.
it's LAB. We're gonna tag him. He's on IG with it. Something called Stable Life. We're gonna listen to it right now on the Beat Club
Shit,
podcast.
That's what I need right now.
Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
something. You know what I'm saying? Some shit from Sonic.
So check it out, y'all. Artificial AV. What are your thoughts on that? Stable Life.
Man, that's a keep. I think it's unanimous. You don't even got to give no feedback. We knew that shit was fire.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing to say?
Nothing bad to say about it. Nothing.
All right, so that's to keep it from AV. Yo, Motivate Man, what's the word?
Yeah, man, I think it's a unanimous, bro. Yeah, it's just a dope beat. It's simple and plain, like it was mixed well.
Yeah.
The vibe, the energy, you know, the sample was dope, bass line crazy. Kept it in the same pocket as the original sample, but definitely built on it. It was dope, man. Dope storytelling beat. I can hear dope story.
Yeah, that's exactly what High Def said.
Yeah.
Well,
we keeping it.
We're gonna keep that. Tone, you're gonna keep that too, right? No pressure.
Only thing else I need with that beat is a blunt and a sunroof.
And for that reason, we must
Keep it.
blunt and a sunroof. I love it.
At nighttime.
Under the stars.
Yeah.
All right, so we 2 for 2. Let's keep this going. I hope I say this right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna slaughter this shit. So I'm gonna pass it to AV.
This dude.
Nah, it's like one Mogi.
One Mogi 700.
Yeah, or is it one? It might be just one Mogi. I think I put the underscore underneath it by accident. But
okay.
We'll find it. But they sent something in called Savage Mode. We're gonna listen to it right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it to cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Very close. Motivate, man. What's the word on this, man?
I'll go with my gut and just keep it. It was cool, you know, like it I see the sound that they were going for. It was real mellow. I definitely heard like a lot of melodies like that could be on that singing wise, or, you know what I'm saying, like some dope hooks. Yeah, it was in the pocket, you know, like definitely executed that sound. It wasn't extra trapped out. Yeah, real dope melody. Sounded good. I mean, definitely could tweak some of the sounds though. That was the only thing. Like it sounded like it like the bass that came in, like it sounded like a little muddy. I don't know if that's what
distortion.
they were. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know if that's what they were going for, but it was too muddy. Like it wasn't.
The ceiling. Don't let it peak, man.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the frequency it was at though. It wasn't like extra loud.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of that like over compressed beats. It's funny. I was listening to the show last week, and when Show was talking about like and
The distortion.
no, but when he was just talking about
Drums?
beats being loud, and things are pumping loud, and it's like these unnatural frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Like these like it's too loud. Like music is crazy loud. It's like you're hearing things that you're never supposed to hear it that loud. You know what I'm saying? So I like when things are kind of low. Like it's dope when you have to turn it up. Turn it up.
Well, the thing is with the balance with the music, you want it to maintain the dynamics. You know what I mean? So if you have things that are over compressed or they're peaking, like hitting the red on the meter, you're losing something. You want to be able to have the whole thing have its motion and be able to flex inside a bubble without restraining that bubble so much that it cuts off pieces of the shape of the composition.
And
you know?
most of what we hear is just
over compressed.
Way over compressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I liked it. I liked the frequency it was at. I noticed.
That's a keep it from you?
Yeah, I kept it.
And Tone, is that a keep it or cut it from you?
I'm not feeling it. Cut it.
All right. AV.
Sorry, have to be the bad guy.
I think I wanted a little.
bad
It was
guy.
boring. I thought it was sort of boring, to be honest.
Nah,
We all honest here.
No, I did.
You know, I judge Beats as a producer, and then I judge it as an MC.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, could I rap over this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not like dying. Like, this isn't giving me a rap erection.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't rap.
I'm not
Right.
dying. to
Hashtag rap erection.
When you play a beat, when you play a beat, and I'm like ready to rap on it.
Yeah.
That's some shit right there.
Yeah, so all right, Amy, does this
I
give
would
you?
get Future on the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right person. Don't get me wrong. The right person could do that.
yeah.
But I'm not
Yeah.
the guy on that beat.
That's what I was gonna
Personally.
say. Like,
What's the word, AV?
I expected a little more energy on it, but this one just wasn't for me and my energy. But it was still dope for a mellow beat, so I'm gonna keep it.
All right, so I'm gonna go and say this that I'm kind of with Tone on this. I felt like it was cool, but it just was it didn't do everything I needed to do for me. Yeah, I didn't get one yet, and I got sweatpants on, so I'm gonna say cut it, but it's there, but it's just not there for me. And
We deadlocked. So what the people
go-
say? We're gonna let the people choose.
the people
Deciding
say
factor.
40% say keep it, 60% say cut it.
Oh, so it's cut.
So for that reason, it is a
Hey,
Throw it in the lake.
I ain't mad. I'm not mad that it's not on the beat tape.
yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
after the first two we heard.
Yeah, it's not. But it was close
Throw it in the
though.
lake, skipping rock.
Give it props. I give it props.
So we're gonna move on, man. But thank you guys for helping to be the deciding factor. You know how it goes over here. If we're stalemate over here, you guys gotta help out. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
they play a part.
Just take the constructive criticism, producers.
Oh yeah, you know what? Producers are just easier to deal with. I feel like rappers are way more sensitive.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find out because we got another beat right now from Evolve Kid, aka Pete Rose, called Summer Joint. So we're gonna listen to it right now.
In the summer.
Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Bam.
Some people online are feeling, but artificial AV. What's the word on this, man?
Man, I had high expectations. It was like I set up the night for a shorty, and she came over looking a mess. But when I first seen her, she was looking good.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
Nah. I was gonna get like that. But it was a
But
disappointment.
after a couple of drinks, I still smashed.
Pretty much.
Nah, it was a disappointment though.
night she was a 6, but I had a couple drinks. She was a 9.
I'm gonna have to cut that, man. Like, yo, you gotta switch that sample up. I was expecting like another part of whatever sample that was to come in and hit him with a hard bass line, some nice drums, man. But I don't know. You didn't do too much with it. It's a cut.
Motivate Marin. What's the word on that?
Damn, fam. It was close, but it just wasn't there. And that's it. Just needed to go somewhere else. Simple and plain. It just really needed to go somewhere else.
All right.
That's it.
So that's a cut it from
That's
you
a
two?
cut it.
All right. So currently Twitter is saying 50% saying keep it, 50% is saying cut it. I would
feel them
say
too.
I feel like it's close, but it was just like I was waiting for something to make it sound fuller on the low end. Something on the low end had to make it sound
That
fuller.
loop at that sample as an intro is crazy. When
Yeah.
you hit,
I kind of felt like he fell in love with the chops, and then everything else just kind of was like, all right, cool, let me just throw that on in and let it rock.
I'm pretty sure like the next like 4 bars of that original song had something dope.
Yeah.
Like there's no way way in hell like I feel like there's no way in hell it didn't go into something crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is that's a good foundation of a beat, but you need more variation to it.
Yeah.
Because
That's it.
even if you have something that's dope, but if it's too repetitive, you start to lose your
There's only certain types of melodies that can be repetitive. You know what I'm saying?
Very Jim Carrey, yeah.
Yeah, but no, really though, like a little variation goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, even if you add like a little change up every 8 bars, or you do like a 8 bar switch up,
Something.
yin yang action.
And if there's nothing else too, sometimes you could like, time stretch and what I'm saying, time stretch and change the pitch on it.
All types
You know what
of
I
different
mean?
stuff. Hey, can we turn his mic up just a little bit? Can we turn his mic up just a little bit? Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. But you're right, time stretch, stuff like that. And even with the switch ups, like if the MC was to get on it, sometimes it helps the MC write something. He might pause here or do something there because he hears it happening with the beat.
Sync up.
So that's what? Cut it from you?
We cutting it.
Cut? This is a cut it?
Yeah, it's an unanimous.
And just to go on Twitter, they're saying 67% say cut it. Ouch. You know what I mean? But thank you for submitting, but keep on submitting.
It was a dope foundation.
It was.
Very dope foundation.
It definitely was.
It's tough love here.
That's what it is, man. But I mean, started off good.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I'm actually excited about this next one.
I liked all the quality of beats though so far.
So far,
Yeah.
it's way better than our past two.
Yeah, there's been no trash so far.
Yeah,
So let's keep
it trash free today as well.
Whack free.
whack
baby.
free.
Nunca
Trash free.
basura.
What he said. We have something submitted by Genius Art, a joint called Juggy.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna listen to it right now because he submitted something last time. It was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what's up. Beat Club Podcast, everything. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yo.
Artificial AV, tell him what it is.
Unanimous. Keep it.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, we hit the jackpot with that one.
Yeah, all the way fire, bro.
Genius Art.
is a genius.
Damn,
with
fam.
art.
Yeah. We can just move on.
Yeah, that's
unanimous.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that was real soulful, next level. You know what I'm saying? That's how you merge the two. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real melodic, soulful joint.
Yep.
But it still had the bounce.
And he brought that that electronic funk
Exactly.
to it.
Yeah, it had a little
It was
retro
funky.
feel to it
Yeah.
too.
Yo, if you make it's like it brought the belly roll out. Like it's cool. It was a belly roll bounce, man. Belly roll bounce.
Yeah, it just remind me of that groovy,
BRB.
soulful house music. You know, like that soulful
Yeah.
house music.
That's that
but then he
stuff I
put the
love.
bounce on it. He put the drums on it that gave it that bounce, and it wasn't extra trappy. It was, the same sounds, but the way.
I love it when you could take a sound and you're like, all right, cool, and you're making people expect that it's gonna come out like this. But then you throw the bounce on, I'm like, oh, okay. Because I wasn't expecting, I was waiting for the bass to drop like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the bass was
Lazy
like,
bass.
boom, 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 boom.
slide
Like,
bass,
hold up.
boom, boom. Like,
Yeah.
nah, he took
Yeah.
it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just,
Switched
oh,
up your footwork real
yeah,
quick.
a little bit. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
that-
two-step
yeah.
to that. I gotta do something else.
That was definitely funky.
So, but there you go. You already know what it was, so I know what it is. So
I might have to start the July mix with that
Jay
one.
Tronius on that one right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
definitely Jay Tronius would murder that. Shout out to my
Yo.
big bro.
Yeah.
So,
MA to TX.
Padal. I don't know what that means. It just sound gangster.
Massachusetts
so
to Texas.
All right,
baby.
cool. So check it out. We got another beat submitted by a newbie. Submitted something called 132.
Uh-oh.
Called I don't know.
Yexum.
Yexum Beats. We're just gonna tag him. That's what we're gonna do. You guys can spell it and sound it out. We ain't gonna waste the time. We're just gonna make it happen. It's Swizz Beatz with 132. Hopefully it's fire.
I think it is.
Let's
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Version of like donate to save the animals right there. But
motivate Mary, man. Do you want to save the animals with this beat? What's going on?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it. I thought it was interesting, man. I thought it was like an interesting melody to kind of throw the trap drums on.
Marin's gonna go cry in the rain to that.
Yeah, listen. I might go to the beach at night, light a spliff and just reflect on my life.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely sound like that kind of.
You know what I mean? Just think about my life.
I feel like that's that music that you listen to when you fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
man, I fucked up with old girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me burn one down on the beach. Think
But,
about my baby back.
But yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. Like there was something about it that kind of got my attention. It was definitely that melody over those drums. Like you wouldn't think off top that it would work, but it actually worked. It wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad look, and it kind of took away from the fact that it was the typical trap drums. Like it didn't feel like it with that melody on top of it. So I'll keep it. It was creative.
All right, Artificial AV, what's the word?
It wasn't for me, so I'm gonna cut it. That's just it.
You know what? I agree with that. I think it was cool. I appreciate like the melodies and everything else like that. It was just it didn't catch me. And if it didn't catch me, then I have to cut it. I can't really give much feedback because you did a lot, but it didn't resonate with me.
The sound quality was there. Everything was there.
It didn't
I hear my
resonate with
dude
me.
Fiend. Like that's what see. I grew up on Southern hip hop.
This could fit Southern hip hop.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I hear Fiend. Like, do you remember Fiend from No Limit?
No, no, I didn't listen to this.
He was Mr. Bump, 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 Bump. There he is.
I didn't listen to Fiend like that. I listened to mad other people from No Limit, but not Fiend.
But he was on Make Him Say
Yeah.
He had like one of the best verses on that joint. He had one of the best. He was a husky.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah. Fiend. Like
And
I hear
Mystical.
Fiend. That sound like a joint that he would murder. Like, and he'd be singing on the hook, or even like Zero from Rap a Lot. Like Zero would murder that beat. That's me. That's just a little preference thing.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
I mean, between me and AV.
Yeah, y'all cut it.
We're cutting
man.
it.
Yeah, y'all cutting it.
Tone, you
It's a
feeling
cut.
like cutting that or?
cement shoes, throw it in the lake.
Mad bodies in the lake
Thank
right
you.
now.
No,
Just mad
it's
bodies.
mixed and it's mixed well and
Yeah,
it's good,
it's
but I'm not
definitely-
personally feeling it. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
No offense.
Nothing wrong, young
That's
brother.
just what it is.
Hey man, shout out to DR, man.
And
Yeah.
on
Oh,
top
he's
of
from
that,
the DR.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
what it looks like.
we got 83% of saying cut it on Twitter. So they're kind of agreeing us right now. So we're just gonna keep it short. Aaron.
Fucks with the DR though.
Facts.
Salud.
So that's a cut it, man. Thank you for submitting. Keep on submitting. This one didn't make the mix, but the next one could. What we're gonna do is, Tone's in the building, and we gotta make Tone do the cook up, man. You've been chilling for a little bit, but we got something for you to cook up, bro. I picked out something for you to do what you do. Dimitri, I'm gonna go off my laptop just to play it for the folks. You guys might be familiar with this sample as well.
Yeah, fam. See, we seeing all this shit in real life now too.
Huh? Yeah, kinda. I'm still waiting on flying cars.
Yeah, we ain't see the flying cars yet, but Everything else, though.
Yeah. You already know.
I can see what's in my fridge from my phone.
So check it out. We're gonna give that to Tone for you to chop up and do your thing before your
Y'all
interview.
crazy, man.
Shout out Elroy.
Yo, matter of fact, didn't he have a bad daughter? His daughter was bad, like cartoon bad. I forgot.
Cartoon bad.
Cartoon bad. You know what I'm saying? I forgot.
That's an interesting topic, right?
I'm just
saying. Like cartoon chicks that were bad.
Yo, you got
about
Roger
that.
Rabbit's girl. She was bad.
my
She
goodness.
But we ain't gonna talk about
dog.
this.
Damn. She had guns.
I'm just
Yo,
saying.
I was a kid like, what's going on in my sweatpants?
That's why low key I got a thing for like cute girls that kind of got the bunny teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like cute girls that kind of got the bunny teeth. You like she's pretty and her teeth stick out and it's like, yeah, that's cute.
Oh shit. Oh damn, man. Yo, so we're gonna have Chronic Tone chop that up, man, while we wrap up some Keep It or Cut It, man. We're gonna get back to the interview after that as well. But Tone, you up to the challenge, of course. Being you already
Chop
know
game
it is.
proper?
Hell yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and do that. You can put on your headphones, man. Go and do that. We're gonna wrap up some Keep It or Cut It as well, and we're gonna drop back in on Tone during the process and see what's up.
Where we at? How many beats we listen to? 6?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm about to check right now. Let's see what's good. We just made it to oh yeah, we at 7, and we got our boy coming up. So I'm happy about this.
Nice.
Number 7, we got Ali Dodge, aka No Alias, with Sunset Yin Yang. We're gonna listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep It or Cut It. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat The Beat Club.
All right, I'm just gonna jump right in and say, I like it. I like it a lot. Nice vibe, nice feel. It's not overproduced. It's got a little space in there for people to do their thing. It's just feel good music. So for that reason, I'm just gonna keep it. I don't got anything bad to really say about it. Motivate, man. What's the word, man?
Yeah, I'll keep it as well. Definitely, you know, that Detroit vibe. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Definitely, you know, Dilla-esque. You know, the sloppy drums and the nice Moog sounding bass line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was a good groove. Really nothing to say about it. I just hear it on the mix, simply. Like, that needs to be on the mix.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a beat like that to be on there. That's a good groove. So, Ali Dodge, man, that's another one. I'll keep it.
People saying, oh, even Ren said dig it, very smooth.
Yeah, that sounds like something Ren would rap to for sure. I definitely know Ren rocks with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Artificial Ava, you rock with it too?
Yeah, that's a keep it. It actually fits with the last beat from Genius Art, so I
Yeah.
might have to be second.
He over here curating.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what he does.
All day.
Curating the tape on air.
That's number 2 right
Yeah.
there. So yeah, that's a keep, man. Sounds a little different from his other joints too.
But that's one thing that he's
Beautiful.
shown across the board, though. Ali Dodge is definitely trying to show us that he's versatile.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely. So that's just a unanimous keep it right there.
unanimous.
Shout out to Ali Dodge, man. That's it. Just shout out. No, it was just dope.
Yeah,
that's fine,
Yeah,
man.
Chronic. I know you would rock with that.
Hell yeah. Well, let's see about this one right here. We have B_Leafs with Main Focus. I know they're on IG. I'm not sure if they're on Twitter and such, but we'll find them and tag them. If not on Twitter, we'll definitely find them on SoundCloud to make that happen. Send something called Main Focus. We're going to listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Artificial wavy. What's the word, man? How you feeling?
Slice.
That's a slice?
Slicing it, yeah. I didn't like none of the sounds at all.
I mean, that's it. I mean, I think this is a unanimous cut. I'm pretty sure.
Think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know you about to cut it.
That's not true.
But yeah, just everything was cool about it, but the sound. So
yeah,
I mean, you know, listen. Nowadays, things are so cheap. I'm not even. We can't even use that as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find dope sounds, a dope system, a dope DAW out there in your price range to give you dope sounds, man. So that's really what it was with that. I'm not sure what you were using. What's the producer's name?
This was B Leafs.
B Leafs, yeah, man. I'm not sure what program you're using or whatever, but if it's something where you can tweak the sounds, because the melodies and everything is there. Your drum pattern was there. It was just all the sounds were bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if this joint was full with better sounds, I could feel it.
Yeah, that melody's dope.
Yeah, it sounds like we were talking about. It sounds like a hip hop Zelda, like when you're walking just through the town. No beef, just walking through.
That's what the sound like now. Like this is made for like a video game, like a handheld video game.
Yeah.
Too, like.
And if that was the direction, kudos.
That would work.
Cut a check.
Cut that check. Get that check, man.
I honestly felt as though that flute noise was cool, but I feel like maybe it needed to be brought to like a different octave, or maybe even just.
That sounds like he was playing the recorder himself.
Yeah. Oh, the recorder. Oh shit. Shout out to Boston Public Schools. The only instrument they ever gave us was the recorder. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really. I understood the flute, understood what it was, but I just wanted him to bring it to a different frequency. Everything just kind of sounds like mid and low, and nothing really nothing doing it for me. So I have to cut it on my end, cut it on everybody's end. So I'm pretty sure Marin predicted a unanimous cut it.
Yeah, unanimous. Cut it.
Sometimes we don't even have to go to Twitter. Yeah. It just be like that. But you know what? I'll go. Let me just see if they would rock them with us.
I saw a guillotine.
Yeah, of course.
You know who that was?
Guillotine Ren. Yeah.
Guillotine Ren.
75% say
guillotine?
I don't know. Yeah.
It is what we call it. Guillotine?
Man, we from the hood. We call it what we call it.
Guillotine.
That sharp thing up there.
Chopping heads off.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's see what else we got, man. We got a newbie coming through, man. Something called Too Lit.
This is about to be bad.
Bubba Uno with Shabbat. I know, it's kind of like
when you hear Too Lit, you're like,
yeah, what's the name?
They didn't put an @ thing, so I'm not sure if this is just, their producer name, but they might be underneath like something else.
Oh, okay.
Bubba Uno and Shabazz with Too Lit. We're gonna listen to it right now, the B Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go. Shabazz on the beat.
It's Bubba Uno, so you know it's lit.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
And I'm finna fuck your hoe. And I'm finna pull it slow. And you know just how it go. And you know I'm sipping slow. And you know I'm leaning low. And you know just how it go. And you know I'm gonna know. Get. It's too lit.
Too lit.
It's too lit.
Too lit.
It's too lit.
Too lit.
It's too lit. Whoop. We done made a hit record, man. We made a hit record.
Yo, for real though, our hit record is a Oh shit. Oh man.
Yo.
And with that being said, I'm gonna cut it.
right, what's the feedback for it though, man? What's going on?
Yo.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it was cool. They knew what they were doing, but I mean, this just sounded too similar to like a lot of things for me, and that's like in comparison to some of the things that we heard earlier that I kept. That was kind of like, okay, it was a little trappy, but I kept it because they kind of went a different direction. This was definitely just sounds like something I've heard. Like, I feel like it's a song that I've heard before, so that's the reason I'm cutting it.
All right. Artificial AV, what's the word, man?
I'm gonna say keep it because I feel like they executed, even though what Marin said is true. I feel like they executed on this type of joint. I can hear a hit on it. I mean, shit, we made a hit on it.
We made a hit, yeah.
But it's just that easy.
Yeah, the sound quality is good there. Yeah. No, it's definitely decent.
I think it has a place on the mix.
Okay.
For the trap rappers.
Okay.
The trap trappers.
So you're gonna keep it for that reason?
Yeah.
All right. And you said cut it, Mary?
Yeah, I cut it.
I'm gonna say this. It was average, but it was decent enough average to make the mix, even though it's kind of on the fence with me. I'm just actually, nah. There's no room for potential here. You see, I want my thought process and everything. Yo, straight up, it's cool, but there's like other trap beats out there that we can already bless the mix with.
Yeah.
That are like more superb.
Yeah.
So, damn, fam, you kind of got me. You know, I'm teetering tottering, and usually when that happens, I just gotta. Not usually. I just gotta make up my damn mind, and my finger feels like it's a.
Keep it.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with it.
I dig it.
It was
ain't
cool.
mad.
I was
To be
bopping a little
honest, we kind of need some more beats anyway. The month about to be over soon.
You know what though? But that 15-minute mix is about to be the bomb, though, right? That's just about to be fire.
Yeah, I'm not mad at a 15-minute mix if it's all fire.
Yo, we. All right, yo, we're gonna go through one more beat before we hit the break, man. What we let me see. We got here we go. We got Last Breed and Scotty Ruff with The Cool. Yo, Tone over here is in the zone. He's fucking the Jetsons up.
He found a good chop.
All right, we're gonna listen to The Cool. I think that's Kelsey and Wills.
Yeah.
So we'll listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yo, Marin's feeling. I'm just gonna go right to Marin. What's the word, Marin?
I'm keeping that shit, bro.
Why is that? Just
Because
everything?
it's funky. It got a dope ass bass line, a funky ass bass line, and like you were just waiting for it to happen, and it did exactly what you wanted to happen. It just dropped, and it's simple too. Like, you know, that's what I like. I like dope melodies that are simple, that are just infectious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just rock. But yeah, that drum pattern and that bass line, funky. I'm with it.
Artificial AV. What's the word on that?
Man, you know I love the funky stuff. That sounded wrong, but you know what it is.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. They got their own sound going on. They don't try to sound like anybody else.
Yo, can I get that beat, Kelsey?
They do. They do what works for them, and they make it work. So I'm keeping it.
Marin makes shit happen. Kelsey Wills, man. I think Marin needs that beat.
I think he's listening too.
I'm pretty sure he is. If not, we about to blow up his mailbox or something. See
I got to catch y'all too before y'all start asking for ridiculous amounts of money.
Before y'all blow up.
So check it out, y'all. We got on Twitter, they're saying 80% are saying keep it, 20% are saying cut it. I think it's dope. I feel like you guys have a certain sound that I can appreciate. It's not always, I don't always think of an artist on your beat. I like to listen to beats alone when I'm working, and this is one of those beats that can just play, and it kind of just pushes me throughout the night to continue my work. Like, it would be on one of those mixes, and so for that reason, I would keep it. just because of that. So you guys, that was a keep it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Unanimous.
Yeah, we doing pretty good today.
Wasn't too bad.
We doing pretty good today.
All right, cool. So for once, I kind of did my job on this one, and you guys did your job because we had at least over 4 keep it's, which is amazing for this month because we've been tough.
Yeah, today's not bad.
Not bad, but you know what? Let's keep this high for a second. We're gonna go to break and cut back in. Maybe some more keep it to cut it. All right, check y'all later. What up, everybody? We are back from the break. Everybody is good. Hopefully you're good as well. We still got some beats that we want to go through, man. Today has actually been a good day. I don't want to mess up the momentum. Yeah. But we did make an agreement that once we do hit 10, we can kind of jump around.
We already hit 10?
We hit 10. We definitely hit 10. So
yeah.
What do we got? Want to go there? See what's good? All right, cool. So we're gonna go with Loose Connection, Trying Hard, Rocky. So we'll listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
Loose Connection.
Yo, Mark Maron, how you feeling about that, man?
I'm gonna cut it.
All right, what's the word?
I generally I just don't like beats that sound like that.
Yep.
I don't know, it sounds too busy. I mean, I like the fact that it was a little up tempo, high energy. But yeah, I don't know, like it just didn't hit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't popping for me like that. So I gotta cut it.
All right, Artificial Avy, what's the word, man?
Yeah, I agree with Marin, man.
Yeah,
this be the first one it is that I cut.
All right.
And it was just a little bit too busy, which a lot of their beats are, but this one did not work for me.
Did it come off as loud?
Yeah,
at
definitely did at first.
Okay.
Like Avy said, right at first I was kind of like, yeah, it's just real. I just don't like samples like that. Like I feel like you got to take it somewhere. Like it's and then it almost sounds dated. Like it sounds like, like some shit Just Blaze would have did like in that era. Right. With Freeway and Beans would have rapped to it and went back and forth or some shit. Like it kind of reminded me of that, but it still didn't hit the mark. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it just wasn't the one.
We got people on Twitter saying 100% are saying keep it. No cuts whatsoever. I feel the same as you guys. I feel like it came off as a little loud. It is pretty busy. I'm indifferent about it because I feel like there's some hot things there, but just where everything else, it doesn't move. You know what I mean? So I'm big with beats that are supposed to, resonate with me and move me, but this one didn't cut it. So for that reason, that sounds like a unanimous.
Cut it.
AKA, fuck what Twitter has to say. Pow pow.
Hey.
But yeah, man. Let's see. Can we get another one in? Yo, this is a new person right here.
Let's get to 13, man. 13's my favorite number. Let's get to 13 beats.
So we go. We got Extra Note DJ featuring Dr. Andy called Given Moment. That's a lot. So hopefully it brings a lot. So let's check it out right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. DJ Dimitri, let's go. with
know.
weird though. I think weird is cool. Weird is needed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that it's gonna make all the other beats like, yo, where the hell did this come from? But someone might use it. For that reason, I just thought it was dope because it was just a different feel. Timing is everything, especially, you know, with the beats and such. And where they fall in the lineup. It was cool. I like that whole African vibe. A lot of my beats are like that too. So for that reason, I'm gonna keep it. I liked it. I think it's cool.
By default and shit.
By default, it's just dope. I like that he chose to go a different route. So, artificial wavy, what's the word?
I feel like it needs to be EQ'd a little more. Them hi-hats was kind of high, or percussions was kind of high, I should say. Would I keep it though? I'm gonna keep it. It's a good vibe. I'm gonna keep it.
All right, Motivate Marin, you keeping it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as well. I was never mad at it at all. Like from the start of it, it's just, you know, like listen, we listen to all production here too.
Like, yo,
Don't get it twisted out there. Like it was funny. I saw the other day when you posted music producers, and everybody was just strictly talking about hip hop production.
Yep, exactly.
that's horrible.
It was funny.
Horrible.
Like he specifically put music producer.
Yep.
And then everybody was still commenting with hip hop producers. So, yeah, exactly. That's the vibe right there. Who's that? Who posted
Violet-
that?
Violet.
Oh, Violet. That's a good one. That's the vibe right there.
I've seen her do that dance before. All right,
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
ultimately I'm gonna keep it. It was a good vibe. Like you know, the drums, different drums.
Yeah.
You know, definitely gave me like that Afro beats type of vibe, and
Yep.
the melody was good. So all you needed was like a dope vocalist.
That's
Like
it.
I could hear somebody doing some type of like Sade mashup to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like mash up one of her old songs to that.
see, so music production doesn't just mean hip hop, y'all. And
Exactly.
people on Twitter are saying 20% are saying keep it, 80% are saying cut it. You guys need to listen to some different shit.
Y'all do. 'Cause
I definitely would hear this shit if I was in like Abercrombie trying to buy a shirt.
you be in there bopping,
I won't be in there.
trying on a shirt like, okay, I look right.
So is that a unanimous keep it?
Yeah.
Unanimous?
We all kept it, man.
All right, y'all.
Different shit.
Different shit. That's what it's about.
One more.
Push the envelope. One more?
One more.
It's the Beat Club, not Hip Hop Beat Club. Where we
Yeah.
at? Where we at?
But I
Let's just
prefer
go
hip
with
hop beats though.
Nah, I dig it.
Let, either way, yo, AV, it's
12
your pick.
12
AV,
or
your pick.
15?
It's up
12
to
or
you.
15?
Let's go.
Wait, what's the names? Hold on, let me see. So Surf, Triple God. I've seen that name before.
And we've seen that other one too.
Yeah.
We've seen both names?
Yep. I don't think we've seen Surf in a while, but it's up. You guys, it's up to you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What do we pick?
Surf.
Yep.
Cool. We're gonna go with.
Triple G-O-D.
There you go. Surf Triple God with That's That Shit, Son. That's how I talk.
This is about to be fire.
I hear some boom bap, maybe. Let's listen to it right
Red,
now.
Red Man about to rap to this shit.
All right, let's take a listen to it right now.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
What up, Dun?
Yeah.
What up, Dun?
What up, Dunny?
What up, Dun? Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
Marin, man, what's the word, yo?
Yeah, yeah.
How you feel, Dun? What's the word?
Oh, man. Good try. Good try. But we got to cut that one. good try though.
Any feedback?
I mean, if you was going for that raw sound, I mean, just keep it in its natural element. Just make your chops make your chops sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like some good quality chops. Like chop it up proper so that everything stays on. But like what you tried to do, like with adding the drums on, playing the same exact pattern of the original sample, it's kind of like, why? Like you might as well just kept it. And if you were gonna keep it in its natural element, it would need to be sped up just a little bit. I feel like this sample needs to be sped up just a little bit. Great sample choice. I see what you was going for, but you missed the target, so I gotta cut it.
Artificial Wavy, what's the word, man?
Yeah, that was a miss. Tempo's a little too slow. I could hear certain rappers on it, but I feel like it needed more of a bounce. Chops were kind of lazy too, man. I ain't the best chopper, but yeah, you could have chopped that a little bit more precise. I hear like slight emptiness, which is cool on certain beats, but this was too slow for that.
Yeah, so that's why you definitely should have sped it up a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Take that up like another 3-4 octaves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Go ahead. Yeah, cut it?
Yeah.
All right. I was very intrigued with how it started because it was just different from what I expected, but the beat just didn't do it for me, especially when the drums came in. Drums are supposed to really like heighten it or do something to you like, oh, like, but it didn't. It didn't do it. It was like too, sorry for all the, you know, the sex innuendos and stuff like that, but it seems like it's just two people laying side by side that no one's doing the pumping. Everybody's just like lazy fucks. They just, you know what I mean? Like, lazy you get on top. No, you get on top. You know what I mean?
Everybody hates a lazy fuck.
It seems like that. Like, it's just nothing is doing it. The drums aren't doing it, and they're just not talking. They're not having
sample
sex.
Dope, though.
The sample's dope. He has an ear, but the drums, though, just didn't help. So for that reason, I'm going to have to cut it. That's a cut it across the board as well.
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
Yo, let's finish this off.
I think we...
Yeah, might as well just play one more.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
Cool. Let's go with Theatrical by High Def Music, aka High Music. Let's listen to it right now. But keep it a cut it. High Def, help us out.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Damn, Marin, that was the quickest I ever seen you do that shit. Usually I do it. So, Marin, how you feeling?
He said we played this one before.
We did?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. I don't recall. I would have remembered.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just going to cut it. What happened to the sample that was playing in the beginning? What happened to that?
Yeah.
That's real. That's it. And then when the drums dropped, it was just like, just bad drum sound choice, man. Like I don't know. That sounded like stock loop everything when the music came in. It just, I don't know. I was just really disappointed. You know that sample in the beginning is crazy. That's the beat.
Did you hear all this other stuff though?
Yeah, but it's still not taking it to any different level. That's the sample from the beginning.
It sounds like church. It sounds like a little church.
That sample is crazy. That's the beat.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to take it there. That would have been like the icing on the cake.
I hear this joint in a movie.
Yeah.
Sure. Even with that drum pattern that we didn't really agree with. I can hear it in the movie.
There's the drums and the guitars coming together. But however, I can see like if it wasn't, because we were just talking about it's not hip hop beats or whatever it is. I can see that it can definitely be present in a different genre. It's just, I don't know. Every time I hear like the guitar and the drums, I feel like Dated Shady Aftermath. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what I get from it. But it sounds, I can hear like the drums and everything else. It sounds very like gospel driven or church inspired or something. I don't know.
It does.
But I don't know, Marin. By the look of your face.
I'm cutting it, man.
Yeah.
I'm cutting it.
You look at him.
I was disappointed, man, because that sample was dope. Like, I thought we was about to hear some crazy shit.
Yeah, the builder was there. Artificial AV, you feeling the same or different, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm cutting this one.
Okay.
But go get that check, though.
There you go.
I'm about to sample that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, for my reasons that I explained earlier, I can see that you're experimenting, you're doing different things, and I think it's dope, the different places that you're going.
Crazy right there.
Yeah, but he has the ear from everything that he did, from even like when you was expecting to drop, he stretched it out like another 4 bars. I appreciate that. Like, fuck people up. That's dope.
Yep.
So but everything else, I couldn't rock with it, so I'm gonna have to cut it as well. Is that unanimous cut it?
Yeah, that's a unanimous cut.
Even though, us and Twitter ain't rocking right now. Twitter's like 100% saying keep it. That is off of 1 vote right now, though. So
It was only 1 vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see what's good.
He voted for
We could
himself.
Refresh.
But yeah, man. So check it out. Chronic Tone. We gotta wave this brother down. We getting ready to start introducing your joint. So
You got your aux cord right there. You put it to the side.
Give me 1 second.
all right, cool. So what we're gonna do, man, is for all the people that I heard earlier, we played the Jetsons sample for shout out to Elroy, and they had a robot too. I forgot what the robot was named, but regardless, we played the Jetsons sample. We tossed it to Chronic Tone, and he was chopping it up. I think he's getting something together right now, so we're gonna play it real soon. I think he's still doing something. You ain't adding no extra stuff on it, is you?
Yeah, he in the zone. He cheating.
You ain't adding no extra stuff, are you? No. All right, cool. Cause I'm ready to cut to you.
He over there banging pads, but it's like, nah.
He's the only producer I heard thus far that was making something and was like, like loud. So I'm very interested to see what's going on over there, because I ain't never watched the Jetsons like that and felt that way. So let's just check your levels and make sure your levels is good, because I don't want
make sure the levels
give it some Apple clicks or something.
Cartoon
We're
lineup.
good.
You
Yeah, we're
watch the
good.
Jetsons,
We're good.
You watch the Flintstones.
Yeah, we're good, because I can hear it over the phones.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna listen to Chronic Tone right now. And the fade game is on point here at the
Beat Club.
That was dope. I like how I heard all the space stuff as well, like in the back.
It's a little quickie for you.
You know what I mean? That was dope, man. That was dope.
Pretty dope. And that's what it's about, man. Having fun, man. Don't take yourself too serious.
Yep.
Have fun with the sample, and I think you executed, man. That's pretty dope. The bass line is what saved it.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot to work with in that sample, but there was a couple little good pieces. But like I said,
I would have probably went for the like there's some shit with that.
It's too corny for me.
I appreciate that he went a little different. I feel like a lot of people would have went with that approach and just went with it.
Yeah,
But
he found a little
something,
pocket.
yeah.
I look for the obscure
Yeah, he
pieces.
found a little pocket.
But
I don't know what the hell I would have did, but yeah, good shit.
so yo, Tone, man, thank you for coming through the Beat Club podcast. Can we clap it up for Tone, man? Can we clap it up? That's our Stu SGFS2 Grand Champ, man. How you feeling today, sir?
Good. I'm good.
You chilling?
Smooth in the zone.
Make sure we good. You good?
Yeah.
You good over there?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Great to have you, man. Thanks
for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for chopping up. Thanks for showing up.
No doubt.
All that dope shit. What's going on? What's new?
Oh man, we got a lot of stuff in the oven right now.
Yeah. Are you working on something special?
The brick oven is hot. There's some things in the front. There's some things in the back. Right now, what's about to pop off is I've been doing a lot of mastering work on. I don't know if you guys know Cassius the Fifth.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man. I've been hearing your production on, some of the teasers she's thrown out, man, and I was impressed, man. You guys sound good together.
It's a good match.
Good together. Yeah, it's very.
She
good
really
match.
She has a great capability of bringing beats to life, and I've known her for a handful of years, and every time I feel like, oh, this is something that Cassius would be dope on, I send it to her and she's like, yo, fam, and she just writes fire stories and just
She's a great voice too.
Yeah, she has a great voice, and her flow is very cryptic and knowledgeable,
Yeah.
She's got a lot of important stuff to say in a fly way.
Dope.
So it works good. It's a good match. I basically the album is 10 tracks long. I did most of them, I think 6 or 7 of the tracks. There's a couple other producers on there, but it all blends really nice. We recorded it at my home studio, the Tone Lab in Jamaica Plain.
Hey.
So question, do you prefer to be the MC or the producer?
Oh, producer.
Yeah?
Of course.
Why so?
Why? I don't know. I think just because the beat is the foundation of the music. No matter what song you play, it's 70-30. The beat's more important than what's on top of it. It weighs more. The words on top of a song is like the icing on the cake.
It's just an added instrument.
Yeah, it's an accompaniment. The thing is that humans recognize the human voice with our ears before other things, so we tend to correlate naturally with the lyrics and whatever the song is on top. But what people don't really think about as much is that what's moving your body and what's making you interested and what's making you dance or making you move is the beat. The beat is what's setting the ambience for everything. So, if I play a beat that's sounds like a waterfall or something like that, and you sing one thing on it, the beat's still gonna sound the same. It's still gonna give you that same feeling. So you could have 2 different people make 2 different songs, but the beat is always what carries the music. Yeah. So like when we were talking about Dr. Dre earlier, Dr. Dre is someone who always brings banging beats to the table for the artist to do their thing on. Yep. But Dr. Dre always analyzes the artist he's working with and makes something that complements their style.
Absolutely.
So it's a more versatile position to be a producer.
So you as a producer and also a beat maker, like what was your first piece of equipment that you ever rocked out on? You could tell us, man, if it was like...
Well, first I had just a computer. I had an IBM with Fruity Loops. That was the first thing. So I didn't have a keyboard or anything. I just had an old
full
IBM.
Version? Yeah, the full version of Fruity Loops?
No, I had a cracked version.
Oh, damn.
It was full, though. It was full. It was full, but it wasn't quite official. But I made it work. I had FL Studio 5 or something back in the day in the basement on my IBM. But then I got this MacBook, old Rusty, still running. I got this back in like 2008 when I went to college. And
you called your MacBook Old Rusty?
Yeah, old Dusty, old Rusty.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my fault.
Yeah.
You said you had it back when?
I got this in 2008, and then I got one of those MPK 49s with the keys and the pads on it. That was my first thing, my first piece of beat making equipment. I still got it.
I still got it too.
This is a great piece of equipment. Akai is great. But
I don't like the pads too much, but yeah.
I went from that to getting the machine when I was in Boston at Northeastern, and I haven't stopped using the machine. This is my original machine. This is my baby right here, and this is where all the gold comes out of right here.
So are you against? I mean, are you more sample based or non-sample based when it comes to you and your production style? Like, what do you prefer?
I love digging samples. I've made tons of beats with samples for years, but recently, I mean, classically, I've always been more of a sample head. Because I love digging through the crates and finding old gems, you know what I mean? And then making it into something really special and new. It's like recycling music. But recently I've been getting into more straight original productions where I'm either like playing a funky instrument and sampling myself playing it, learning how to play the piano and stuff, or using different programs like Ableton or Machine or Logic to make full original beats with computer instruments, because that's the wave right now. That's the wave, and that's also how you make 100% of the money without having to get anything cleared. Wow. These are original productions like that. If you use a sample, credit is due.
Yeah.
I'm not about, taking away credit from an artist who's spent 50 years playing the saxophone or whatever, and they're sounding dope, and then you take a sample and they don't get any credit. They deserve credit.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's more marketable and more economic to make original beats. However, sampling is the shit. It's so much fun. It's addictive. So I'm both. I'm like 70-30. 70 sample, 30 original stuff. But I've recently this year I started teaching at a school. I started teaching a beat making class.
Oh, where at?
High school at Boston Day and Evening Academy in Roxbury.
Very dope, man.
Right in Dudley there. And so I'm working with the kids on making beats, and we're using Logic, and Logic is a program that I haven't used a lot in the past before having to teach with it. So I've learned some new techniques from teaching, and I've picked up some tricks from the young kids too, because they're on this new turn up wave that's a little bit more trappy than boom bappy,
Yep.
And so I've been experimenting with those kinds of things, and sort of the students really got me in the young zone, like doing those different kinds of hoppity rap flows and new school stuff. So I've been experimenting more with that, and it's fun and it's refreshing.
Very dope.
Because I've been sampling for 10 years,
No, it's dope, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it helps. Brings you listen to them and you get inspired, and you probably go home or whatever and make some more dope shit. Like,
of course,
it just happens. That's what happens when you put creativity in one room, man.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
circular
thing.
inspiration is beautiful.
So let me ask you this, man. So SGFS2 Grand Champ, sir, right? Now that whole season, if not that night, I considered you to be like one of the underdogs that night. You know what I mean? Where there was so much talent there on the panel that I think a lot of people might have been like looking at this person or this person, whatever to win. But you played the night very strategically.
Of course.
Because he teamed up with Self-Serve on one of our rounds. And then on top of that, you just did the damn thing. Now, a lot of people don't know, because, they could just think, oh, Chronic Tone got into the stew that one time, and then all of a sudden, he dominated and did his thing during the finale. But you had came to the stew and tried out for the stew a couple of times that year.
A handful over the years, since way back when you guys remember when it was at Midway Cafe.
Yeah.
I did it back then too. But over the progression of when I first went there to the grand finale in season 2 when I won, I learned a lot of things. One thing I learned, and I'm not going to give away too many secrets because I plan on making a reappearance, just so you know.
Do you think? Yeah. You good to make one.
But the thing is, I really learned in the early ones, like back in the midway and stuff like that, was you can't just play beats that you think are cool. You have to read the crowd, and you have to satisfy the crowd.
Exactly.
So you gotta be real ambidextrous and have your improv game ready to go in a beat stew battle, especially creatively, because you're gonna be making stuff on the spot. Now, one thing I also learned from doing the stew a handful of times before the season 2 grand finale was make sure you can hit him in 1 minute. Make sure you can hit him in one fucking little minute.
It's 1 minute fight.
1 minute goes by quick, but you got to make sure you hit him with as many combos and have a build up within 1 minute. So over the last, let me see, when I qualified in, I forget, was it October or something before that?
I think it
might have been. Yeah. It might have been.
When I qualified, I came in the open kitchen, and let me think. After that one, when I qualified and then I went home, I was like, okay, I get it.
Yep.
And I got the formula down. And so for months in preparation for the finale, I was like, okay, let's play 10-minute beat at home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna make a beat in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Or just as fast as I can. Sometimes, you know, it would turn into an hour, a 40-minute beat if I'm still refining it. But I'm like, okay, let's play 10-minute beat. Pull the record out, pull the sample, chop, boom, 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 bass, drums, beat, done. You know, 10, 15 minutes. And I did that for months and months, every day in preparation for the battle. That's why, you know, when I got to the battle and, you know, I was given the samples or, you know, given the movie clip to make something to, my creative juices were flowing and my tools were sharp and I was just ready to do it.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't understand that a beat battle is different from you just playing beats for somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prepare different for a beat battle.
Right.
And some people don't know how to take L's. Because I remember there was a couple times when you came and I think you had, like, forgot a piece of equipment. You had to go back to the crib, come back, you lost. When you came back, you was heated. You was like, nah, I'm coming back again. I'm getting in there, man. You got to have that determination
for
to
sure.
keep going, period. So you've been training yourself to make beats faster. Do you still do that now? Like, are you still trying to make beats within, like, say 15, 20 minutes now?
You know, that's not always something I do. Sometimes I just take my time and pour a little single malt and, like, twist the L and just sometimes I'll be sitting down to make a beat and I'll end up listening to a whole record and being like, wow, that record is dope, and not even make a beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, appreciate music and absorb it. That's another thing with being a producer is you got to be able to understand. You got to be able to understand compositions on a creative level of, like, where it came from scratch. Because musicians, like real musicians who play instruments, they spend years and years practicing their craft.
Yep.
Professional musicians spend at least 8 hours a day playing their instrument, you know, every day. Like, you look at the greats like John Coltrane or anybody, Ray Charles or
Curtis
Ahmad
Mayfield.
Jamal, all these guys, they played their instrument, or Miles Davis played their instruments obsessively, you know, persistently. And so, you know, it really just comes down to being in your pocket and practicing and having your tools sharp so you can use them whenever you want. Just like with being an MC too.
Yep.
If you have your rhyme sharp and your rhyme game is on point, you should be able to do it right out of pocket. You know what I mean? Right away. So that was what I practiced with the beats too, was like, let me just make fire quick.
And,
you know.
And by the way, shout out to you for dropping our name on the 24 and 24 project. That one bar.
Yeah.
I heard it. I sat back at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. All right, cool.
Hey.
By the way, I must say, I was there when you were recording 24 and 24, and you were probably the only MC I know that went into the booth, grabbed the chair, sat back and sat down and recorded your verse.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
to
some
relax.
cool shit. Like, he was like, yeah, I want to be comfortable. And he's just like, everybody else is on the mic like, yeah, he's just like, I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, it sounded like he.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, like he was just chilling.
Because it was
That's that chronic tone.
yeah.
Question intended. What did you smoke before you went in the booth that day? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember, but it was something loud.
All right, cool. I wasn't, because he was just there. He was chilling. He was chronic tone.
So what were your like early musical influences? Like, did you start off with hip hop? Or like, where did it start for you? Like your earliest, when you think back, like what really got you into music?
That's a legacy right there. My earliest influences was growing up in the well, let me start off even before that. My parents were young when they had me. They were both 19 when they had me. Mm-hmm. So I was raised by the Ummah. You know, my whole, it takes a village to raise a child. Mm-hmm. So I was raised a lot. I spent a lot of time with my grandmothers, particularly in this case for this story, my Italian grandmother, she's Sicilian actually. And so she would play, you know, me and my brother would be playing around with Legos and whatever as kids in the living room, and she would be in the kitchen cooking spaghetti meatballs, chopping garlic and stuff. You smell the garlic and onions coming out, and she would be playing you know, opera, Italian opera or classical music on the stereo in the house. So I was always hearing like Luciano Pavarotti and Placido Domingo and, you know, Beethoven and Chopin and all these different, you know, Verdi and all these classical types of music when I was a kid. And sometimes, you know, I wasn't into all of it at the time because I was young. You know, it takes years to develop your taste. But you know, there was time when I was a kid where some music would come on. Like I loved when Beethoven's Fifth Symphony came on. Bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. And I was like, I can see it. Like I felt it like a movie. You know what I'm saying? And so I always had this visceral feeling with music ever since I was a youth. And then, you know, moving on from that, when I started getting into being like 8 or 9, I got into, you know, popular music and, you know, old school. Well, now it's old school, but, you know, 90s rock stuff, 90s rap stuff. The first couple CDs I got were like hit compilation CDs, you know, like Now One.
You had a Now album?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo, they got Now 68 now.
Yeah.
I had Now One.
That's crazy.
It didn't even have one. It said now. That's what I call music.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to sell Now music and no one bought them at all. So the fact that you have one is just like legendary. That's crazy. Let me ask you this. Being an MC with, you know, I consider lavish wordplay, which you have. Give me your top 5 MCs, dead or alive.
Hold on. First, let me
go ahead.
completely answer Mark's
Go for
question
it.
first. So when I got into hip hop, when I got into music, it was rock, rap, popular stuff. Then I got into hip hop deep. One of the first hip hop albums that I had that was like a real hip hop album was Dr. Dre, The Chronic 2001 in 1999. And my step pops at the time was like, he was like, "Oh, you listening to rap now?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You check out Dr. Dre." So I went to Strawberries, the CD store, and I got 2001, and my step pops was there because it had parental advisory on it, so they couldn't sell it to me being I was 10 or something. And I got that, and yo, it changed my life. You know what I mean? It really changed my life. The way the music hit, and you know, Dr. Dre has those classical elements to his music, which is what was something that was in my household earlier. So I recognized the classical music and I had a bond with that already. So Dr. Dre's beats, they just like lit my mind up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I want to be a producer. Like, I want to make this shit.
Nice.
And so, you know, I got into Dr. Dre as a producer was one of the single-handed inspirations with making me want to make beats. Then years later, you know, fast forward through middle school and high school, I was DJing the dances. I was the guy who knew what everyone wanted to hear. And then I was also making the beats. You know, I was listening to Mobb Deep, you know, rest in peace and respect to Prodigy, who just recently passed away. Mobb Deep was a huge influence for me in high school. I was always knocking Mobb Deep in my old Saab hatchback with the woofers in the back, was knocking Mobb Deep all the time. But, you know, got into Wu-Tang, stuff like that. And then, you know, college, I was learning about mixing and mastering, and I got really into Jay Dilla. I got exposed to Jay Dilla, and that changed my life on a whole nother level. So
your sound makes sense now. Like your fusion of like the sound you come out, like all the people influences you're talking about, I can see it in your music. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
When you break it down like that.
You know, and so big influences like over the years, you know, you go classical music, Dr. Dre, Mobb Deep, Jay Dilla, Bob Marley.
So what did you go to Northeastern for?
Music production. I did the music industry program, and I had a minor in recording.
So Northeastern had a music production program?
Yeah, it's the music industry program. Yeah, so music industry program, you can, you know, you learn about music law, copyright, publishing, production.
So music production is more like a class that would falls under.
Yeah, it's a sect. Yeah, so
part of it.
When you do the general education stuff for the music industry, then you choose either like I'm going to music law
it's more
or I'm
like
doing
an elective
production.
type.
Yeah. So it's like your focus, and I definitely, you know, focused on production. I was blessed too to have a really talented mentor professor. His name is Jim Anderson. He produced lots of groups, but including Guns N' Roses back in the 80s. So I learned a lot of mixing and mastering and recording techniques from him.
Very dope.
And, fine-tuned listening skills from him. So respect to my man, Jim Anderson. He was a huge part of my music growth.
So let me ask you this then, Tone. Being a solo artist, and I know you was talking about, recording with Cassius the Fifth, and you also talked about Wu-Tang, and you had a group that reminded me a little bit of like a Boston Wu-Tang called Almighty. Mm-hmm. What made you want to go from being like a solo artist to like, yo, I'm just about to be part of this group and we're going to make this happen? What was the thought process when it came to just bringing that together and making that happen?
Where's Rael?
Rael's on a trip right now.
Okay.
She's out in the West at an undisclosed location.
Okay.
I love Rayo.
It was awesome. But what made that happen, Almighty? Because I remember the BTS when I used to do the Boston Talent Showcase, and we had worked together to make that whole thing happen. That was probably and still is one of the dopest shows within that season, because I still hear people talk about it. And then I have my cousin Joe from New York, who never like had any Boston artist he ever liked. And he was like, yo, he's like, Chronic Tone's dope, Rael's dope, he's like, Bakari's dope. Like, he just remembered people's names.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, yo, fam, that was
I respect that.
It was just a dope set. It was a different type of set. But what made that come together?
Power in numbers.
It was just the thought of putting power in numbers.
Power in numbers and unity and collective flavors.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to the Chinese restaurant and have one dish all day, or you could go to the buffet on Sunday and have all the different good flavors.
Yeah.
So that was my thinking, and personally my thinking in Almighty was, I would like to produce a group of people that all have different flavors and different characters. You know what I mean? It's a much more colorful, dynamic presentation when you have, an assortment of influences there, you know? Because I basically was like, I fucks with this artist and this artist and this artist, and, me and Rael assembled the group together, and, we were doing a lot of performances and made a lot of combo songs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And, everyone is really, grown a lot from that time.
How many artists were actually?
Oh, it was like 16. It was a heavy boat.
Fuck?
Yeah, it was yeah, it was a lot.
So how many is it still around now? Is Almighty still around now? You guys still moving as a unit, or
we're moving individually right now.
So you guys are like Wu-Tang.
Yeah, we're moving individually, and the thing is we were individuals before that group.
Yep.
Everyone started as individuals, and then we made a collective. Did some music, did a bunch of live shows, and now everyone's doing their own thing again, and everyone's improving their own stature as time goes on, and improving their skills. But the project is hidden right now.
It's still hidden?
Yes, it's hidden.
Is it hidden until this year, next year, or don't know? It's like gonna be like Detox or some shit. Like, is it never gonna drop?
It's sort of like that.
Oh man,
that's one of the ones that's in the back of the oven. It's done. It's done. I got it at home.
Well, don't let it overcook, man.
Oh no, it's on simmer.
All right, cool.
But everybody who is involved with the collective is everyone's doing their own thing, and it's really cool. Everyone's everyone still commingles and does features with each other, and everyone is elevating each other from a solo point of view. But definitely more stuff to come from that.
So I asked this question to a lot of our guests because I just think it's a dope question, and I like to listen back to it. I'm like, yo, yeah, that makes sense. Knowing what you know now about the music industry, what would you tell your younger self to kind of like as a like warning or just to kind of insight?
My younger self?
Your younger self. Like think 10 years ago.
I would have told myself, well, I wish my parents had introduced me to making music at an even younger age and like forced me to play piano or do something like that. I wish that, but telling my younger self, I would have said get a beat machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because doing stuff hands-on and tuning and hitting the pads is different from click, 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 adjust, click, click, click.
Yeah.
It's different. It's like this is an instrument. MPC is an instrument. Just clicking and using the mouse is disconnected. So I would have told my early self, get a beat machine and start cutting some samples up.
Shit, there you have it. That's dope.
I know.
It's cool. We
getting
start
close
like,
to that.
It's cool.
But
make it work.
But yeah, my question is, you've been talking about getting into mastering and engineering and that. So talk about like the transition into that. Like talk about, you said you went from Fruity Loops into, rocking with Machine and being a producer, you know what I'm saying? More so just a beat maker, but talk about your ascension into like being an actual producer and also engineer. Like what led you to that and what was that moment?
College.
Yeah.
Jim Anderson, I got to Northeastern, did the music industry program. I was a beat maker at that time exclusively. I didn't record artists. I didn't do any of that. Went to college. I learned how to record, doing setups like of all the gear and, sound treating with foam and stuff like that and making sure everything is tight to record and learning how to multi-track record. And then after recording, learning how to mix. Mixing is an art in itself. You really have to have your ears tuned in to the whole frequency field and be able to pick up little tiny differences. And one thing Jim Anderson, my mentor, taught me is little details make the big differences. That's a huge thing, And another thing he taught me was listen with your ears. People get all caught up in looking at the screen and, oh, this is peaking and this wave looks like this. That stuff is all fake. The song isn't in the computer. The song is out here in the room between our ears.
Yep.
So listen with your ears. Is deep. I know it sounds sort of silly, listen
sense.
with your ears, but it's very deep. Those couple things, and a lot of practice of those things got me into having my home studio and having a basic setup. Now I have a really nice setup, but being able to run a recording business from home and have a studio and use Pro Tools and mix and master people's tracks. So it was a progression from just a beat maker on my FL computer to learning how to do all that stuff, and now it's full-fledged production, engineering, mastering, everything.
So what's the ultimate goal? Like what are you trying to achieve with that?
I mean, I'm still on the path of it, but my goal is to eat and survive off of my passion, which is music and art, creativity. I want to be able to be fully funded and, have my nest all set up and into the future be able to provide for my family based off of my creativity. That's my goal.
Dope.
And I'm on the path to that. Still got some more work to do though.
That's dope, man.
Speaking about work, before we actually, close out the show and everything, you gave me some tracks, and I kind of wanted to submit some for our Tracks That Bang segment. If I could play a track first, do you have one that you want me to kind of?
Do you want a beat or do you want a track?
I want a track. We need some heat.
You could do the Volare track with me and Aztec, produced by myself.
Dope. Any intro to this whatsoever? Nah, just let the
right
music
off the
speak.
top, yeah.
All right, Dimitri, I'm going off my laptop. We cool with that? Cool. Let's take a listen to it right now.
Yeah. Volare.
The Beat Club.
Impeccable fly shit. Impeccable fly shit. Floods the insides of my eyelids. Impeccable fly shit. Floods the insides of my eyelids. Ill-type stealth jetters, blue stitch coat leather, Star Fox, bear revolt, Carhartt parachute, approved weather, inside of my boots gator, outside ostrich feather, I mix Mary and Scotch together, Keef dust on a marble counter, ski dust on a violet sink, love letters afly in the violet ink, undetectable Benz yacht that's connecting Italian and Cuban links, I may just stand up salute to my fellow pilots and fly suits, with equal vision and suede shoes, broads and beige bikinis on pink sands, spark up the ivory lamb and play flutes, to those who flip boats too, pull bold moves, my instincts are similar to you, I wrap the grip tape on my back, I even copped a gold fang for my cat, my woman needs a grand room for the piano, hit a fortissimo symbol and say bellissimo, dress code to get your beach frogs, sipping a Pellegrino, importing the Pecorino, you're jealous it gets you high with slow sedatives.
Yeah, my Apple Fade game is on, just like Apple Fade game. That was called Volare?
Yeah, volare.
What does that mean?
It means fly in Italian.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Wow, it's about to become a clothing brand. Watch ASAP. Yeah, all right, cool. So I mean, to follow with that, what would you hit us with after that to get a little taste of something else?